How's it going, everybody? My name is Philip, and today I'm reacting to the rules of Gaelic football. I've been meaning to do this. I just, I, I just haven't gotten to it until just now. I've been pushing it off. I'm not really sure why. I kind of know barely anything about the sport, primarily due to the fact that when I went to Ireland, I remember learning a little bit about it, but I wasn't fully interested, so I didn't fully pick it up. So, so now I'm actually interested to learn more about the sports and whatnot. So I'm interested because from what I understand from the comments, people have told me that the Irish have believed that they were the ones that created Australian rules football, or that apparently they're just very similar as to that's why the Irish believe that they created the Australian rules football. So from what I can remember, it's similar in some senses. Like, you could play it like soccer, and this is only from what I can remember, and obviously I'm going to learn more about it from this video. But when you try and pick it up, you can't just pick it up. I think you have to like scoop it with your foot into your hand or something like that. And then there's like a field goal post, and then there's a regular goal post. And the field goal is worth like 1 point, and the goal is worth maybe like 2 or 3 points or something like that. I don't remember. Point is, I clearly don't remember a damn thing about the sport. So I'm interested to see if I got any of it right. And if I find it really interesting, then maybe I could add this to my list of sports I'm going to watch. Which is kind of crazy because now I have English football, American soccer, hockey, Australian rules football, and rugby. So that's 5 sports. And field hockey, if I could find anywhere to watch field hockey. So that's about 6 sports. Holy crap. And I'm just counting rugby union and rugby league as the same. I know they're not the same, but I'm just going to cluster them together in the sense of just rugby as this whole entire sport. Even rugby sevens. Again, I understand they're different, but I'm just going to cluster them all together so I don't have like 10 sports. But that's like I said, let's see what I got right and what I didn't get right, which is probably a lot. And I'm interested to see what exactly this is about.
Nin explains the rules of Gaelic football. Gaelic football is an Irish sport played with 2 teams of 15 players each. The game is played on a field that's generally a maximum of 145 metres by 85 metres. These are the goals, which are 6.5 metres wide, and the crossbar, which is 2.5 metres above the ground. Unlike in soccer, the posts extend above the crossbar, just like in rugby.
Yeah.
The exact same goals and field dimensions are used in hurling. The object of the game is
for
your team to score.
I'm sorry. I did not know about hurling. That looks interesting. It reminds me a little bit of lacrosse and field hockey. Just from that little bit right there. So I'm going to have to look that up as well. Now we continue.
Unlike in soccer, the posts extend above the crossbar, just like in rugby. The exact same goals and field dimensions are used in hurling. The object of the game is for your team to score more overall points than the opposing team. To score, a player must kick the ball into the goal or over the crossbar. If they successfully kick the ball under the crossbar into the net, this is a goal and is worth 3 points.
See, I was right.
If a player kicks or fists the ball over the crossbar but between the posts, this is a point and this scores 1 point. The game is played in 2 30-minute halves for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. Highest score at the end of time wins. Any game that results in a draw must be replayed. Wait, there's more, isn't there? Oh yeah, Gaelic football looks complicated, and moving the ball around the field is the most difficult part to understand. There's a lot of things you can and can't do to move the ball up the field in Gaelic football. You can move the ball by kicking it out of your hands, kicking it along the ground, and running with the ball in your hands so long as it's not more than 4 steps. If after 4 steps you want to keep the ball, you must hop the ball off your foot to be eligible to take another 4 steps. This is known as soloing and is the equivalent of dribbling in soccer. You can also choose to solo the ball by bouncing it from the ground, but you're not allowed to do that twice in a row. Therefore, most players alternate between hopping it from the foot and bouncing it on the ground.
I was about to ask that.
A player can catch the ball with his hands in the air, a player can hand pass to a teammate where you slap the ball with an open palm, and a player can fist the ball where you strike the ball to a teammate with a clenched fist. However, a player cannot touch the ball on the ground with his hands or lift it with his knees. And a player cannot throw the ball. There are 15 members of the opposing team who are trying to take the ball away from you so that they can score themselves. They are allowed to make shoulder-to-shoulder contact so long as the opponent has possession of the ball. Or if no one has the ball, be shoulder-to-shoulder to the opponent nearest the ball. They're also allowed to use their hands to block shots or to knock the ball out of your grasp. If you're used to Australian rules football, this may seem very familiar, but there's a few other things that you'll need to understand before playing or going to a game. For example, free kick. A free kick is a restart in play, usually after a foul. If a foul occurs, a free kick is awarded either at the spot of the foul, where the ball lands after a foul, or the 13-metre line for fouls inside the 13-metre area. A player has to declare whether to play the ball out of his hands or from the ground. Foul. If a player commits any of these infractions, a foul is assessed and the other team is awarded possession of the ball by way of a free kick. A player can also be cautioned with a yellow card, sent off with a black card but a substitute may replace him, or a red card where you are sent off the pitch without a substitute replacement.
Oh, okay,
Penalty
that's interesting.
Kick. If a foul was committed on a player with a legitimate chance to score, a penalty shot will be given to the attacking team. The ball is placed on the ground at the 13-metre line and only the goalkeeper can guard the net. Just like in soccer, it's one kick only, and any goals scored count towards the overall score. Substitution. A team is allowed to substitute up to 5 players per game. Very similar to soccer, the players must wait in the substitution area, and players must enter or exit at the designated area only, and only in a stoppage of play.
Yeah, so they've since now changed this rule, from what I understand, or supposedly changed it, where you can go out at any touchline, but people don't tend to do that. They're like, no, but I have to go over here. I need to waste time. I need to go over here.
To the uninitiated, Gaelic football seems ridiculously complicated, but once you understand the rules, it becomes a pretty cool sport to watch. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends, comment, rate and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. If you're also on Reddit, you can post this video and discuss it there, but in the meantime, enjoy Gaelic football.
Definitely will. I need to... Okay. I need to look up top 10 weirdest sports, because that just popped up. But I also need to look up hurling, and it just showed like Turkish oil wrestling. I don't know. I'm interested in learning all these new sports and everything. So I don't know. I feel like oil wrestling just seems kind of weird. I think I've said that about a lot of sports, and I really like some of them now. But we'll see about Turkish oil wrestling. I'm gonna have to definitely see if I can find a game of Gaelic football now. I'm not gonna say I fully understand it, and I don't know if I'm gonna fully enjoy it, but I think that I will, because so far, out of all the sports that I've reacted to, rugby and Australian rules football, I absolutely love both of them. You know, I've been watching the finals for AFL recently, and they've been a lot of fun. Like, especially once I understand the rules, it's been a lot of fun. You know, same with rugby. Now that I know the rules and understand the rules, it's a lot of fun. You know, like, and that's always the biggest problem, is like not understanding the rules. That was always the biggest issue. Also because I didn't care enough to watch it, but now that I do care enough and I'm actually learning them, it's actually cool. It's actually really interesting. So I'm glad that I'm going down this rabbit hole of different sports. Literally all these different sports I've loved. That just looks so much fun. And like I said, Gaelic football wasn't very interesting to me when I was 14, 15. Now that I'm a little bit older, things have changed. What the fuck? And you know, now I'm interested. Now I'm opening my mind to new sports. And it's very fun, actually. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Except for American football. That can seriously go die in a creek somewhere. I'm just saying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content. Leave a like rating. And I probably said that way out of order. Comment down below what else I should react to next. And I will see you guys next time.